Personally, I'd rather go back down. But, if we got a couple of new players that wanted to, it might make things a bit easier and that would be different. But this year it's a bit too tough for us, really.
Have you set yourself any target of how many matches you want to win between now and the end of the season?
Yep, a lot more, really. More than one, anyway. So.
What, 4 or 5, or just see how many you can get?
If I get fit, I'd like to maybe get 50%, if I'm fit.
OK then, Neil, thanks very much.
Thank you.
With Brooklands 2-1 in the league and only 2 matches left to play, next up, game of the number ones. And Heswell's Declan James won the Boston number ones to make it 2 games all, beating Brooklands Lee Bronson 11-4, 11-9 and 11-7 to set up a final match showdown for the points. Paul Runciman came back from 2 games down for Brookland to win 3-2 over Tom Clark to give Brooklands their first win. So after the match, I got the views of Declan James and Paul Runciman. And then happy captain Brooklands Lee Bronson about the first win of the season.
Declan James, right, you're the number one fan as well. Was it a bit difficult coming to Brooklands tonight, knowing Brooklands have not won a match this season yet?
I think when you have the weaker ties like that, you've just got to use it in terms of thinking about what you need to do or what you're working on in your game. So when I have matches that aren't going to be too testing, I generally just try to work on specific aspects in my game and try and use it as the match practice that it is, really.
Now the first set tonight you won 11-4, but the second set he came quite close to you, didn't he?
Yeah, he definitely upped his level in the second game, and I think I probably just took it a little bit for granted and kind of had to, put a bit of a push in at the end of the second game, but certainly he raised his level in that one.
Now you're one of your coming stars of England squash. It was a bit of a blow not getting to the Olympics.
Absolutely, yeah, because 2020 I'm going to be at the peak of my career, and the kind of sponsorship and the coverage that we would have got had it become Olympic would have been revolutionary for the sport. So it's very disappointing, but now we've just got to set our own goals and try and build as a sport as much as we can.
Going on the back of last week's World Championships in Manchester, Nick Matthews won it. Do you think that's going to be a big boost for the sport?
Absolutely, yeah. It's inspirational what Nick's doing. At 33 to win a World Championship is no mean feat, and certainly it gives the rest of the England team a good vibe and good atmosphere, and it makes us want to try and aspire to achieve what he has.
What were the main points what he done last week when he won the championship? If you could put your hand up and say one particular thing of his game, what would it be?
I'd say just how hungry he was and how ready mentally. We know that Ramy's dominated this year, but Nick, he took 4 months off after the British Open and did a lot of training over the summer, and he looked as hungry as I've seen him for the past couple of years. So I think his will to win was as high as it had been for the past few seasons. And when the draw opened up after Ramy retired, you knew that he realised that he had a good chance to win it, and the way that he played the final was really a mental specimen and a physical one as well, as it had to be to beat Greg.
Now, from your own personal point of view now, next year's Commonwealth Games, are you looking at maybe getting into there?
I won't get selected, no. The crop of guys that will are all kind of in the top 20, so they're kind of too far ahead of me at the moment, but obviously I've spoken to the coaches, and 4 years' time is going to be more of a goal for me. So certainly the next few years are massively important for me in terms of getting ready for the next time round. Yeah.
What's your goals for the rest of the season then?
Ranking wise, my goal is to get to the top 80. I've already had a few good wins, so I don't need to worry about that, but yeah, just to get the ranking going up now. I'm 91 at the moment, so I've got until June to climb another 10-15 places and just keep going, really. So yeah, just focusing on the ranking at the moment.
Right, Paul, last match decided, went all the way to 5 sets. You was 2-0 down though, weren't you? What did you do to change your game?
I just realised I was making too many mistakes, so I realised as well that I needed to just keep the ball in play and just hopefully start making him work for his points.
You started putting him at the back of the court the last 2 games, didn't you?
Yeah, just so I could try and get in front of him and then put the pressure on him and try and change the momentum of the game. So instead of me having to try and dictate it, I was trying to put the pressure on him.
Is that where you've been playing all season, or have you just, since the mid-season break for the World Championships, have the whole team changed your game slightly?
To be honest, not particularly. I just think that with the greatest respect to my opponent tonight, he's not maybe as strong as some of the others I've played so far this season. So I haven't been able to try and dictate my game upon someone else. They've been doing that to me so far this season.
The last game there tonight, there's lots of lets, wasn't there?
There was an awful lot. I think we were both getting quite tired. And I think at 6'5.5" as I am, I might just get in the way occasionally.
How does that put you now into the back end of the season? In a good sense that you got your first win for the team, and you might get a couple more.
Let's hope so. I pulled my hamstring just over a month ago, and I was just feeling that unfortunately a little tonight. So I was moving a little gingerly, a little slower than normal. And I'm hoping now that with another physio session on Saturday, that'll just strengthen it a bit more, and hopefully I can get a little fitter, get back into my training a bit more, and then hopefully as a team we'll carry on moving forward and get some more positive results.
Just before you go, this is the first match you've been into the fifth game to try and win, to win the first game. Do you feel a bit more pressure on you tonight? On yourself personally, knowing it's 2-2 going in, you were 2-0 down?
To be honest with you, as much as it is a team game, it's still a very individual game, and there's still that pride of knowing that if you're going to wake up the following morning struggling and a bit stiff, you'll far rather do that with a smile on your face rather than thinking, oh no, I wish I'd won that one. So whilst a little more pressure I suppose for the team, it's more the pressure you put on yourself for wanting to get a result for yourself as well as the team.
Squash report.
Captain of Brooklyn's team, Lee Bronson. Lee, congratulations on the first win tonight.
Yeah, it's a good tough game.
Last game there was a bit of a tough one there, the 5-setter.
Yeah, 2-0 down, Runcie come back strong, 1-3-2. 11-9 in the fifth.
11-9 in the fifth, yeah. There's lots of lets into the fifth, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think both players getting tired and getting a bit scrappy. Both wanted the win for both teams, so yes, good battle in the end.
Did you come out anything different tonight, the team to play, or did you think tonight might be the night?
No, I thought we were going to struggle with them when we found that their number 2's not here tonight, but then they've got a number 1 in that's professional, which obviously I'm going to struggle with. But when they were missing their number 2, it means they all move up at 2, so I think we had a good chance. But yeah, it was a good match all night, I think.
You know, match against Declan James, you lost the first one 11-4, but you was quite close there, the next two, 11-9, 11-7.
Yeah, I was working hard. It's hard with these pros at one. They stand there and I'm doing all the running. I feel like I'm doing court sprints all the time. But yeah, I know I'm going to have a long season, but I'm just trying my best to just get us points on the board.
It's in a call now, the first win tonight. Does that take you lots of confidence into next week?
Hopefully, yeah. You say, yeah, our first win of the season. I think we're 7 or 8 games in now. We've only got like another 6 of this half. But we've played, we've got like 6 of we played like the 7 top clubs. So we've got 6 games of like the bottom half where hopefully we can start competing for a few matches or get a few points, and we'll just see where we end up.
Okay, Lee, congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Big congratulations there to Brooklands on their first win of the season. Further news in Division 1, Bolden stay unbeaten after their 19 points to 5 win at East Lancs. Second place to Grove Park beat Ex-Avalon 20 points to 3. So the league table now looks like this. Last year's champions Bolden still on the top on 156 points, with Grove Park still in second on 143 points, 13 points behind. This week's matches see Bolden at home against Alderley Edge, with the Grove Park going to the Saints. Right, that's all we've got for time for you this week on the Sports Show. Coming up on next week's show, we've got news from the squash, football, rugby and the hockey. So thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you all next week.
Looking for a local friendly restaurant for your meal this Christmas? The Little Italy in Timperley has menus to suit all budgets, ideal for your group or small office Christmas party. Weekly specials and a Christmas menu are now available. All meals are homemade and we are now open lunchtimes. Our early bird menu includes a starter, main course, dessert and a glass of wine for $17.95. Available Monday to Thursday 6 till 8, Friday 6 till 7 and Sunday 5 to 7 p.m. Sunday traditional roast roast beef dinner is also available 12 to 2 at $6.95. We're now taking New Year's Eve bookings, 4 courses and a glass of champagne for only $39.95. To book a table for your night out, call 0161 980 5987. Happy Christmas from everyone at the Little Italy. Would you like to decrease your golf handicap? The ideal Christmas present for all golfers, from beginners to experienced, with Northenden Golf Club head professional Alex Matteson. Golf lesson packages, the ideal Christmas present. Available now. Telephone Alex on 0161 945 3386 or visit the Northenden Golf Club website at www.northendengolfclub.com. Golf lessons with Alex, the perfect Christmas present.
Are you tired, stressed, can't sleep, overworked, depressed, suffer with high blood pressure or cholesterol? Energetics Magnetic Jewellery offers jewellery that can help the blood flow, therefore help to boost your immune system. It helps protect and can relieve pain and benefit those with ill health. It can also speed the healing process of fractures, broken bones and aching joints and muscles. Still interested? Offers now on. Buy one, get one half price. Text now 07950 031 359 or visit our website www.marysmagnets.co.uk.
Having a party? Why not hold your celebration at Timperley Sports Club? Having a birthday, wedding or anniversary? We can cater for up to 100 guests with a late bar by agreement. Our function room is available for corporate, business presentations and sports days. Included is the use of our sports outfield and floodlit five-a-side pitches. Contact Simon or Jane at Timperley Sports Club on 0161 980 4397. Celebrate your party at Timperley Sports Club.
Contact us to advertise your business here on this podcast.
To get your advert produced and broadcast on the weekly show, starting rates from as little as £25 a week. Contact Kevin on 079 736 78425.
Contact the show by email altiandsalesport@gmail.com, Twitter @altisport, Facebook altisalesport, telephone 07973 678 425. You're listening to the Alti and Sales Sport Show. You're listening to the Alti and Sales Sport Show.